What is going on, beautiful people? Good morning. We are in the Crunch Fitness parking lot. Something that was on my mind. What are we supposed to do when a politician or political leader gets depression so badly to the point to where they check themselves into a mental facility? I'm not sure how bad the extent, his depression is. Who knows? Your boy might be in there just, popping some Zans and just chilling in the corner and drinking some wine, listening to some nice music, some nice classical music for a few days. Who knows what they're doing in there or how bad? We don't know. We can't see his medical records. But when this happens again in the future, because I believe, this was exaggerated a little bit as far as why he went in. But the stroke thing also happened, so I feel like it's a coincidence. Me. That's what I think. Honestly, that's my take. But like in the future, people are going to get depression, in political roles. And what do you do? How do you remove them? I don't expect a person with depression or like someone that's going through a mental episode that is slightly distracted to do a good job. I'm just being honest with you. And I understand it's a job, but like certain positions in our society, you can't really let depression affect your performance. If you have people depending on you, communities depending on you, you might take your eye off the ball and let the infrastructure fall apart. Who knows? Who knows? Now, I'm sure they will only let it get so bad. I'm not saying he's a bad politician either. I don't think the guy's that bad. And they're not going to let it get so bad to the point to where like you have to use the federal safety net, because then it's just an eyesore at that point, and it's very embarrassing to have to use the federal safety net. Like once the feds have to step in, that's how you like suck. That's how you're not doing a good job. But what are your thoughts here on depression? And I respect mental health and people that have depression. It affects people differently. I just need somebody that's of sound, mind and body up in there. Someone that's alert and that's on top of it, and that's aware. That's just me personally. But what do you guys think? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. And I don't got nothing against John Fetterman. I live in Pittsburgh. I'm here in PA. I don't think the guy is half as bad as they make him seem. I know during the election they were extremely hard on him. During the election, man, which he ended up winning. You cannot turn to a YouTube page. Every time there was an ad, it was about him. It was just straight up mudslinging. Cable TV, straight up mudslinging. Like they had to have spent millions of dollars making John Fetterman look bad. I actually felt bad for the guy when he was running, because I'm like, I'm a father. I was like, I can't imagine you turning on the radio. You're in a car ride with your children. You can't even stream without a picture of you popping up, and it's just them bashing you, telling you how bad you suck, and just making fun of every insecurity, both professionally and personally. I'm like, I bet that I could imagine that he would be, mentally depressed, or having a mental episode. But my thing is, right, he won. So I would actually start trash talking. I wouldn't even have a mental episode. I'd be like, y'all spent all out money. Yeah, I still lost to a dude that had a stroke. I'll start talking smack. Healthy don't hurt 2024 up in here, running for office. I wish I could, but no, on the real though, I wouldn't let this, affect you to the point to where you can't do your job anymore, especially after you win. But everyone's different. Everyone's brain is wired different. But I want someone in office that's a savage. I don't care if it's city council. I don't care if you have major influence and you're a political leader and you make the decisions, in my town, or you pass bills and stuff. I need you to be on top of it. Person of the people, not asking for too much, just the normal stuff that people want out of a politician. And someone that's effective, but can a person that's going through, a mental depressive episode, can they still be effective? Can they be as effective as someone that didn't have anything going on? I understand this is life, so I'm not criticizing the guy too heavily. Because you guys know how life is. Things happen, man, and you lose your noodle sometimes. It is what it is. But I feel like we should have like guidelines and like safety measures for when this stuff happens. Just give him like a reasonable window, and just if he don't get it together, then hey, nothing personal. It's business. And that's one thing, people would probably have a lot to say if that were to happen, as far as like the humane aspect of it, because, mental health, once again, it's nothing to joke about, but, business is business, it's not personal, long as they give him a graceful exit. I hope he gets it together, in all honesty, but I just can't see him performing as well as he would be if he didn't have depression. It sounds messed up, but I need somebody to do it, People don't really care about, like your feelings and everything. It's did you get the job done or didn't you? Are things getting better or aren't they? Did you fulfill your promises or are they empty? Are you good at your job or aren't you? It's just like everything else. And if you aren't, they're gonna get you out of here. Or the company is going to suffer. The region, the state of Pennsylvania is his company, but not literally. It's just a metaphor. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Can you, be a high performer, at your job at work? That is, I think being a politician is very strenuous. I can imagine that job doesn't stop, and this is his second term. Do you think he can, do as good of a job as someone that didn't have depression? Do you think he can still do well? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. And I'm not bashing the guy, so please don't go too hard in the comments. I'm about to go lift. Today is back day if anybody cares. I'm about to do a whole bunch of pull-ups, a whole bunch of shrugs, deadlifts, and then some rows, and I'm out of here. I like to keep it simple. This channel, is about mental health. It's about physical health and emotional health. And, there is nothing wrong with you to going into a mental facility. There's nothing wrong with that, please seek treatment if needed. It's just that like certain roles, man, certain positions, you're the president, like if you're leading a group of people and you have like depression, it's like, I feel for you, man, but you gotta find a way to at least keep that behind closed doors or not go to a mental treatment. I wouldn't have went to a mental facility, me personally, because of the job. I wouldn't want that. I'd suck it up. You know what I'm saying? I'd ask for some prescription drugs or something. I would have to get through that. But not everybody's willing to. And, I feel bad for the guy. Everyone's different. That's just me, But I wouldn't want that to be on my name, I really wouldn't want that to be like on my reputation, especially because people are starting to talk trash pretty badly, This is just my personal critique. I don't think he's a bad guy. I'm just like, it's just an honest question. Like, what do we do when someone goes into a mental facility that's a politician? Like, how do we treat that? Like, how do we treat that? Is that not a problem? Doesn't sound like a solution, Let me know what your thoughts are, and hey, don't do something. That's another thing. Don't have a job that brings you to your edge, to your mental edge, Don't have a job that's so stressful. And I personally have a stressful job, and I'm trying to moonwalk my behind right up out of here, So I'm taking my own advice, And I'm glad the guy's getting help. I hope he does good. This isn't a personal shot at John Fetterman, because I ain't trying to kick nobody while he's down, and I like him as a politician. I'd rather have him than Dr. Oz. We would really look like some clowns being led by him. I don't like celebrity politicians. Something about it just kind of seems off. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What should we do about what we should do about politicians having depression? I don't blame the guy for having depression. Like I said, those ads were crazy and those were ruthless and they were very personal and hurtful. But, in other circumstances, like for a president or VP or Secretary of State, if they get depression, what do we do? Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. Look alive, man. Take care of your mental health. I'm not, I'm just saying if our president or if our, governor or whatever political position I hold, I'd rather die than freaking go out in public and have that released. Maybe he didn't think it was going to get released. Who knows? But I wouldn't even step near the place because I'm like, if I get caught going in here, it's going to be ugly. And it is. It's pretty bad. I feel so bad for this guy. I ain't going to lie to you. They tearing him up. They tear politicians up in general. So I'm sure he's used to it. But they definitely giving him some bars. But let me know what you guys think. Have a great day. I'm out of here. Please like and sub if you like this content. I'm out. Peace.